Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Peace and blessings. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Queen of Rap. You already know what time it is, family. It's time for the Queen of Rap, your sister, Nafeezah Ali. We got a very special show lined up for you today. So come on in, family, and let's celebrate the queen. You know what I mean? Let's celebrate the queen. So family, we about to pull up another network over here. So we want to do that. Okay. All right, welcome to the Queen of Rap. You already know what time it is. We are blessed today once again to be here with you on this Thinking Thursday. All praises is due to Allah. It is our honor. It is our privilege once again. We got something extremely special for you today. My beloved wife and your sister and your holistic healing jewelry designer has a new style. She got a new style, y'all. She got a new style that she got, and she wants to share it with you all. She wanted to share with you all and uh exactly why we did create this style. So just hang on tight for a minute. And you already know we got a new song for you too. You already know we got a new song for you too. So just hang on in with us as we get things together. Was running a little bit behind, had to make a few deliveries. All praises due to Allah.
That's right.
So I had to get that Peximune now. So we gonna start out. Family, just hang on in with us. You already know that we're going to give you a few things to support. We don't want you to leave because we're giving you something to support, because what we bring to you to support, we know that it's worthy of your support. And we only try to bring the best to the best. Now, we're not saying that you have to get it, you have to buy it, but we are giving you things that you should support. We're giving you things that you should support. I know, I got it. We're giving you things that you should support, for your embetterment, our embetterment, and our improvement. So we're gonna jump right on in.
Now you can get the same uncompromising truth you've come to expect from the Final Call newspaper on all your connected devices. Subscribe to the Final Call Digital Edition today. Go to subscribe.finalcalldigital.com.
All right, family.
Greeting.
All right. So if you are not a subscriber to the Final Call newspaper, we ask that you would become one. If you like the digital edition, definitely get brother that may be knocking on your door tomorrow, and maybe knocking on your door tomorrow, or do one of my favorite things that I always say, and adopt you a Muslim. Let a brother know that you need your final call each and every week, because the final call represents that news that we can truly use, elevating and transforming minds one paper at a time. I know that's a fact because it transformed and elevated mine. So all praises is due to Allah for that. If you here in the Tucson and the Phoenix area, I'm your brother Carthrell Muhammad. My son is brother Jami Muhammad. We'll be proud to get you that Final Call newspaper to your door each and every week. Just hit us in the chat, hit us in the inbox, and let us know that that's something that you like to do, okay? All right, we moving on to the next thing. We got two things over here. All right, all praise is due to Allah. We want you to strengthen your immune family with Pax Immune. That's right. If Brother Dr. Aline says you got two kind of people out here, and those are vaxxers and paxers, and we want you to be a paxer and not a vaxxer, okay? So we want you to be a paxer and not a vaxxer. We do have it available for you. We do have it available for you, so we ask that you would go ahead and support that. You know, this is going to help to modulate your immune system to help you, family, to keep that immune system strong in an hour like this. All right. New gear, y'all. You can get yours. Come on. Got that face mask for you. Yeah, that's fresh. That's how we feel about that new gear. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful new shirts in the building. We got new shirts in the building, new face masks in the building. We gonna show them. There you go, right there. We got them in red, pink, and black. Yeah, that was so good and so nice. We almost wanted to give it to you twice. I almost wanted to give it to you twice because it was so good and so nice. But we got one more thing for you, family, and that's going to be the last of the things that we're going to share that we want you to support right now. We may do something a little bit later on, but that'll be the last of what we share right now. Okay, let me. Support NNV News. That's right, our news network. That's right, support that. But we also want you to support what's coming up next.
Worldwide, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Download the Final Call Radio app and take us everywhere. On your phone, on your computer, on your tablet, on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. You can also log on to finalcall.com and click the Listen Live button or finalcallradio.com. Final Call Radio, the official voice of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam.
All right, family. That's right. You can take the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and those powerful messages with you anywhere you go, anywhere in the world. All you got to do is download the app on your phone, your tablet, or if you don't have those, you can go right on your computer and go to finalcall.com and click on the Final Call radio icon, and you can listen to the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan 24 hours a day. That's what I'm talking about. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Be inspired. Get that divine information and revelation. All praises is due to Allah. We want to welcome our family over there at Melanated People. Thank you, thank you, thank you for tuning in with us. I am your brother Karthrell Muhammad. This is my beloved wife and your sister, Nafeezah Ali, Queen of Rap, your holistic healing jewelry designer. That's right. So if you need some crystals wrapped, you need something special made, you got crystals that you carrying, this is the woman that you want to see. And we want to welcome you in properly with a little bit of theme music. Give it up for the Queen! Come on. Give it up for the Queen! It's the Queen of Rap. DJ Dawood Ali. Give it up for the Queen. Yeah. All right, family. All right, family. I think we done had our minds stimulated with that theme music that was designed by yours truly, your brother Karthrell Muhammad, a.k.a. DJ Dawood Ali.
That's right,
and
DJ.
That's me. That's right. All praises is due to Allah. So now I get to do one of my favorite things to do, and that is to turn you over to the Queen of Rap. That's right, W-R-A-P. W-R-A-P. Well, let me officially, because some of my melanated people over there don't know nothing about the Queen of Rap. This is my beloved wife, your sister, your holistic healing jewelry designer, designing pieces with your and my healing in mind. You know what I mean? It's one thing to go to K's. It's one thing to go to Zales. But when you got a holistic healing jewelry designer, then family, you got something special. Because if you're going through something, if you're trying to manifest something, if you're trying to deal with some sickness, if you're trying to deal with some problems, you're trying to energize your space, that's what you need. You need you a holistic healing jewelry designer that can help you out with that. Remember this, for all of my people that know about our history, and anywhere we were, whether it was in Nubia, whether it was in Kemet, wherever we were, we had those holistic healing jewelry designers that designed jewelry for the pharaohs, the queens, the emperors, you name it. That's right. Not just anybody could actually design your jewelry. Now, this woman right here, when she designs for you, she prays over you and for you. She goes into deep meditation. She cleanses all the stones. She brings in all the elements of the universe. She brings that in. She goes in with that good intention for you, family, so that when you get a piece from her, and we've heard it 1,000 times because she's made so much jewelry that when they put it on, when they got it on, they said immediately that they felt the energy coming from it because it is made with true love, family.
That's right.
True love. She makes it with true love. I'm not saying that because this is my wife. When she designed this beautiful piece right here for me, when she designed that for me, I felt it immediately after I put it on. Okay? I felt it immediately after I put it on. I felt it immediately, family. So this is what I'm saying to you. You need a holistic healing jewelry designer in your life. You want somebody to teach you the sacred science of holistic healing jewelry? Then my wife is that person as well. She has been taught by one of the Yoruba priestess how to do this.
Yeah.
She's been taught by one of the Yoruba priestess how to do this and reconnect it with that sacred science. Most of us, when we think about stones and crystals, we look on YouTube, we look on different places, and all we see is white faces. That wasn't always the case.
Right.
We was the one teaching them about getting their energy tight and right. So when we bringing this back to you, this ain't about believing in no magic like that. You know, this is about the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us that every element in the universe is within us. So when you put these crystals, when you put these stones on your body, when you put that bracelet on, when you put that anklet on, when you put those earrings on, those stones, those crystals that you have on you are inside of you. And they only communicate with you to help you do what it is that you need to do. You're an energetic being. So you need powerful energy around you. Along with the light of the sun, there are other energetic bodies that you need around you. So this is why we bring to you each and every week the queen of rap, Nafeezah Ali, your holistic healing jewelry designer. So for those who don't know, now you know. All praise is due to Allah.
All praise is due to Allah. Family and friends, assalamu alaikum. Peace and blessings to those that are not familiar with those words. Of course, those words simply mean peace be on you. And we just want to bring you peace, family. Peace and enlightenment, bringing you knowledge and wisdom of who you are and whose you are. And when we talk about natural stones, family, that's what we're talking about. These stones were put in the earth for our usage by God Himself. When He created the universe, all of these beautiful stones that you see, some are familiar with the different stones, the quartz crystal, the amethyst, the tiger eye, and different stones like that. And there's so many of them for us to engage with, and so much for us to learn. It's so much information about these stones, family, but they're here for us to help us on our journey. And I think that my personal opinion, we're being reconnected to the stones because there are many other cultures that deal with the stones on a regular basis. But because of our sojourn in America, we've been separated from the knowledge.
Come on.
We've been separated from that which is natural to us. And these stones are, it's like we breathe, we have stones, we have crystals, we have semi-precious stones in our environment. When we were in our natural habitat, that's exactly what we had around us. When you look at the crown of the Queen of England, well, where did she even get that idea from?
Come on now.
She got that from our people, from our ancestors, because we had stones and crystals.
Crystals and talismans and amulets.
Yes, and all of these things. And why? That's the big question, right? Why do we do that? Because these stones had the time to be in the earth
That's right.
at a certain temperature, at a certain depth in the earth, to allow them to not only get their brilliant colors, their brilliant designs, but to absorb the energy of the earth,
Go ahead.
to absorb the minerals of the earth so that it can communicate with you. And it's here. And I know we still have to really uncover and discover all of the elements of it. But we already know that quartz crystal is one of the stones that is used to crystallize, allow us to see things in with more clarity.
Yeah.
Right? When you think about that beautiful picture that you're able to take with your iPhone or your super galaxy,
Samsung Galaxy.
you know, all of those have crystals in them. Don't talk about their phone.
I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing at you, super Samsung.
It was a super Samsung because it's got, but now it has so many wonderful features. They upgraded
Yeah.
to a very good quality camera. My point is, family, we're not going to talk about iPhone and Samsung, but my point is, these things are already being used in your watches, right? In your television. So once we learn, because we're the ultimate when it comes to the conductor of energy and electricity,
Come on
you
now.
got the power of God running through you.
Go ahead.
So
Go ahead.
now we're learning to connect with the power of God that comes in these natural stones.
Yeah.
And one of the things last week we talked about, this whole month, family, is all about the celebration of the Black man.
That's right.
Right? Honoring the Black man for Father's Day, for in general, we love you. We appreciate you. We want to see you, stand up and be in your proper place,
That's right.
which is dominion and being in control and, well, let me say, one with God, so that you can rule a righteous world. That is your true position. And if you were on the show earlier, Love My Kidneys, we talked about how you have been the chosen of God. So we want to honor that man that has been chosen by God to lead us back to God.
Come on
All
now.
right. So in our process of doing this, we have to do something very, very important. And that is create an environment. The environment to help us go to that next level, which is establishing the kingdom of God. So, as we do that, we already know we got to eat to live. We have to put the best foods in order to get the best results out,
Yes.
right? Of our activity, of our brain power. If you're feeding your body junk food, then you're going to get junk out.
Come on now.
But if you're putting the best in and then you're giving your body enough time to process the toxins in the food and those impurities in the food, and allowing the body to fight back and build its own immune system up, then you're going to be able to think better, and you're going to help our community become more successful in society. We'll be able to stop the killing because we have more ideas of how to employ our young people, how to give them something to do. So, you all, if you don't know, thank you for coming. And I want you to come on in and get acquainted with Sister Nafeezah. I love stones. And this show is about stones, but we're a whole people. And I can't limit myself to only talk about the stones when the stones are so intertwined with everything that we do in life.
Yes. Can I just say something?
Absolutely, my love.
So my
Alicia, peace queen.
my my wife mentioned about building the kingdom of God. I got to show you something. The kingdom of God, the dome, the king in the dome. So it starts right here. It starts here and then it expands out. So for those of us who, we don't necessarily, we're not real religious, but we're spiritual, this is what we mean. The king in the dome, where we sell up universal balance throughout the planet Earth and the universe. Okay? That in Islam is called Jannah. That in the Bible is called heaven. So we're not talking a strange, or in Buddhism, they call it nirvana. Yes. But this is what we're talking about, the kingdom of God. Right. And we are those sacred vessels. When you look at the vessels in Mecca, the vessels in Medina, the vessels in the Vatican and St. Peter's Basilica, wherever you go, none of that is more sacred than you, because you are, I'm going to say this, I hope you're ready. I hope you got your thinking caps on. You are the kingdom of God. You didn't hear me. That's right. You are the kingdom of God. Jesus said this. He said that the kingdom of God is within you. Right. He also said that the kingdom of God is like a field that has a great pearl buried within it. You have the divine essence of God within your sacred vessel, which is yourself. And when you connect with the God within, and you begin to exhibit the force, the strength, the power, the love, the discipline, and you set things right. Some of you all call it the meiotic balance. See, we got to get out of separation through terms. We're talking about the same thing. Right. We're talking about, when you say the kingdom of Islam or Jannah, you're talking about the meiotic balance. When you say heaven, you're talking about the meiotic balance. When you say nirvana, you're talking about the meiotic balance. Let us not get out of being divisive and try to understand the terminology. We're taught in our lessons that we must learn to speak the language of the people, or we will not be successful. Which means if you are a meiotic practitioner, a practitioner of Kemetic science and Mayat, then you should be able to teach it to your brothers and your sisters and not make them feel alienated because they trying to be crystallized into oneness with God through the example of Jesus Christ. That's right. You should be able to teach them that they are the Jesus. Oh, you hear what I said? You should be able to teach them that they are the Jesus themselves. They are the Son of God from a DNA standpoint. Literally. Right. That's how sacred you are. Right. Black man, black woman. Yes. Brown man, brown woman. Yellow man, yellow woman. That's how sacred you are, red man, red woman. That's how sacred you are. You are the vessel that God chose to put attributes in like no other person on the earth. There is nobody like you in this entire universe. I'm going to say that again. There is nobody like you in this entire universe. None. As Allah says in the Quran, there's none like him, where there's none like you. That's right. Did you hear me?
Yes. And it's like that with crystals.
Come on.
When you find them in their natural space, I'm going to get a little closer.
Okay.
I want to make sure we're both in here. And that you all can see. Okay. Crystals are like that. When I go, like, recently, last week I got a request from a brother to create something that I had done before, and I'm so glad that he made the request because it brought something else out of me as a creator, as an artist. And we were talking last week about, I think it was last, might have been the week before, but these the designs that Allah has put on my heart and mind to do is not just for jewelry.
That's right.
It's so much more than that. And I know a lot of brothers don't wear jewelry. They don't like stuff around their necks and they don't wear rings and things like that. But it's necessary and they want to still have the stones and the crystals with them and around them and not necessarily have to put it in their pocket because then they get in the washer and dryer, get washed, and you may not, see them for about a month or two until you go and do another load of the laundry. And then it's like, oh, there you are. You've been hanging out in here. So the brother made a request um, for the
Dream
the
catcher.
dream catcher, right? And so when I went to purchase the stones, and most of you all know me, I don't like to do a whole lot of, especially for my individual stones. I don't like to order those online. I might get some beads online from a company that I can trust, but I got to touch. I got to touch. I got to feel. So anyway, I went to one of my favorite stores. It's called the Rock Shop here in Tucson, and as I was going through the stones, trying to find the perfect one and trying to connect with the energy of the brother of the stones, and just going through my process, it was a whole bin of stones. But what I realized is that each and every last one of them were different. Some of them were large, some of them were small, some of them had 2 points on it. Some of them had 3 or 4, what they call babies, that were attached to them. And it just, I think about when it says Allah doesn't create a snowflake the same.
That's right.
And so none of us are the same. And we all come with our unique individual way about us, the way that we look, the way that we think, the way that we perform in life, the way that we deal with depression, the way we deal with happiness, and the stones are just like that. So it's so much to learn from nature when we just take a moment to reflect on nature. When I hold the stones in my hand, believe it or not, family, it's different energy on each one of them stones.
That's right. That's
Each
right.
one of them to me feels like a different personality, like a different what can I say? And
Energetic being.
it absolutely, absolutely. So, this one may have grown in Brazil. The other one may have grown in Madagascar.
Go
And
ahead.
of course, Madagascar is going to have a whole lot different kind of energy than Brazil.
Go ahead.
And so that's just those individual stones. So and we're going to show pictures because by Allah's grace I was able to go ahead and create the pieces and then get them out to the brother. I think that was last week Thursday that he requested it, and by Allah's grace and mercy we mailed them out today. So
Allahu
we
Akbar.
are absolutely happy about that. I have done this before. I had a sister in Macon, Georgia, who was dealing with some issues at her place of
School.
business.
Mhm.
And so what I did for her is I created this collage and I encased it in a circle, not realizing that it really was a dream catcher, but it was just a vision or thought that Allah had gave me on how to put all of these stones together in one place,
Right.
and make it so that it wasn't something she wanted to wear. She actually wanted to bury it in the earth. So we're going to go through some of the definitions of dream catchers, what they are, where they originated, and why they are significant, and something that would be really good to have in our environment. Should I show them this one or wait?
Yeah, give it just a minute. I do want to say this for those of you all who want more knowledge on stones or crystals. Like I said, I'm going to actually look this week so we can put this book up on the site. And for those of you all who don't know, I'm gonna put it over here on melanated people, so you'll be able to see. But I want you to be able to grab it as well, and then I'll put it over here. But I am gonna say it as well, and that and that is going to be on Etsy.com, and that y'all have to give me just a second because of course I'm typing.
Yeah,
Okay.
we the tech people too, y'all. But we growing. We are growing. My son is doing so much great work for us. And you all will definitely start seeing a lot more of that professionalism that we do intend to bring to you.
All right, so let me type it over here. Well, it is scrolling across the screen, but
Mhm.
some people they still can't
What
see
is
it.
it? I'll type it while you do that.
Just the Etsy store.
Okay.
So these are books that you can get to learn more about stones. One of them is called the Crystal Bible by Judy Hall. I believe, yeah, by Judy Hall. Is a volume 1, 2 of this. So you can start here. You want to know more about crystals and stones, okay? And also, we got another book here about Robert Simmons and his wife, Nisha, right here, and it's called The Book of Stones.
Mm.
Called The Book of Stones right here. And this is where we go and we begin doing our research. Of course, we go online as well when there's certain things and we're trying to verify stuff as well. So we don't just look to these two, but these are our primary go-tos, okay? So if you're interested in stones, you want to learn more about stones, these are two great books where you can begin to study. So we're going to jump in with the dream catchers as far as what the definition and everything is, what they were actually designed for. I will drop the link in the chat.
And I want to welcome Sister Lenora Mustafa. Thank you so much for stopping in, Queen. We truly appreciate you. If you have any questions, any thoughts, any comments, please feel free to put them in the chat. Sister Alicia, for you as well, if you have any questions, any thoughts, please put it in the chat. We love to hear from you.
I'm going to drop this article in here now
Okay.
so that you all can actually have it as well. And I try to drop it over there in a minute too.
Okay.
But let me go through some of this. Not gonna read it all. The meaning of dream catchers. Meaning of dream catchers. Dream catchers became widely popular during the 80s and have become a very common craft item, jewelry piece, and image on home decor items. They are made from a wooden hoop, usually willow, onto which a net or web is woven with natural fibers. They typically have feathers and beads hanging from the hoops as well. While modern dream catchers come in various forms, authentic ones are generally only a few inches in size and are handmade from all natural materials with a leather wrap frame. Now, the meaning of dream catchers. The meaning of dream catchers and the beliefs surrounding their construction originate from the Native American culture. The dream catcher is a protective talisman that is used to protect people from nightmares, bad dreams. The charm was usually used for young children and hung above their cradles or beds. Native American culture believed that both good and bad dreams fill the air at night. The dream catchers act like a spider's web by trapping the bad dreams or visions while allowing the good ones to filter through. The bad dream catch in the web gets destroyed, and the sunlight of the morning hits the dream catcher, while the good dreams filter down through the feathers and gently reach the sleeping person below. Dream catchers can also be considered an uh, apotropic charm that provides protection from any kind of evil influence, not just from bad dreams and nightmares. Some coaches, like the Lakota, believe that dream catchers work slightly differently, as their legend states that the dream catcher or idea will become trapped in the web like the bad ones will pass right through the hole in the center and will be gone forever. So this is kind of a picture like that of some of the dream catchers. Okay. Again, I'm gonna try to drop this. I had to try to drop this article. Um, One tribe apparel. Okay. Can you type that? I'll give it to you. We're gonna try to give it to over here at Melanated
What is it?
People. One tribe.
The number one?
Yeah, no, the
The word?
spelling of the word one.
Okay.
One tribe apparel.
There.
Go back. A uh R a pair like PAREL.com.
Okay. Thank you. Look, y'all know I can't see. Oh, maybe y'all don't know that.
Apparel.com.
Okay.
Okay, hold on, don't go yet. Forward slash um
So y'all know we're working with melanated people over here on our other phone. So we want to make sure that they have as much information as we have on Facebook. So we're just entering that information in there um, as well. So, and most of you all are familiar with dream catchers. You know, I know it's been part of our life, my life since I was a little girl. We always knew about dream catchers. And what I love about using the copper and the stones because it's the same principle. And copper, of course, is a conductor of energy and electricity. And what I found interesting is that the way that the Native Americans use the dream catcher in Kemet, we used that circle, that round circle that you all see it on some of my work. The Egyptian wire wrap, that's what they call it, Egyptian wire wrap, where you have the spiral, right? That symbol right there was known to trap negative energy.
right, right. So it's the same. So once again, it just goes to show you we one people.
That's right.
We one people. We using the same science. We're using the same thing. We are the original people, and this is why our coaches are dead on, locked in,
Mm,
because we one people. Okay.
right.
So I did put that in the chat for you all right there over at Melanated People. And as my wife said, she basically enhanced the dream catcher by making it out of all copper. So she made the circle out of copper. She made the interweaving out of copper. And then she connected the stones to it. She connected the stones to it. She did a beautiful amethyst crystal in the middle. And then she did, instead of feathers, she used quartz crystals on the bottom.
Are you able to pull it up
I'm
on
gonna
here?
try to pull up the picture. Give me a second.
If I could email it to you and you can
Yeah,
pull it
you
up
can
that way.
text message me.
Okay. Let's see if we can do that real quick.
Let me see if I can find it. Oh
We
yeah.
appreciate you all's patience.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I
You
got it.
have it.
I got it.
Excellent.
Okay. Let me give me a second. I'm gonna stop screen sharing here so I can show you all this. Okay. So now you should be able to see what we see.
Yes.
There we go. So this is the dream catcher she created for them. Let me re-enlarge the screen so you all can actually see
Mm.
it right there. So you see that right there. You see that right there. It is all copper going around. You got the interweaving is copper. Then she locked in the amethyst in the middle, and the quartz crystals connect to the bottom. Very sturdy, a very sturdy piece. And then at the top, She made it where you can hang it with a rope or whatever you want to hang it with on there. So now copper, as you know, is a very powerful conductor of electricity and energy. You can go ahead, honey. I'm gonna
Yes.
pull up the stones in a minute.
Okay. Yeah, so absolutely, it's a conductor of energy and electricity. So what that piece right there, when I look at it, what I see is if the middle part is to trap negative dreams, the amethyst itself is a very spiritual stone, right? So it pulls positive energy to you and deflects negative energy. So if there was any kind of negativity in dreams and thoughts and ideas, or you know, psychic attacks and things like that coming against you, the amethyst would absorb it and then release from its points that's going straight up, right? Release positive thoughts into the universe, release positive dreams, and it releases that positive energy back into the universe, right? Into your environment, into your home, wherever you are. If you decide that you want something like that, smaller, that you can put in your car. And mind you, you can put any stone that you desire, whatever it is. Let's say you want to, manifest prosperity, and you want calcite to be in the middle of that dream catcher. That is something that you can have done as well. And then now you have the crystals, and the points are coming down.
Right.
So just imagine this is hanging, right? And as it's hanging, so now the points is where that energy is coming out of. That's where you get your releases of energy,
That's
right?
right.
Through
That's
the
right.
points. And so those points are now coming down toward you into, your environment. That's what, you know, when the brother gave me the design, he had seen it before, and it was something that he wanted done for himself, and asked, could I recreate something similar? Now, of course, this is my own design. Every one of these, they're a little bit different. No, none of them are ever exactly the same. Can you bring up the other one that I did?
Okay. Let me see if I can actually. Can I? No. Okay. Hold on.
So I did two, fam, and it was pretty much the same design, but of course, each one is different because each stone has its, the maybe a different way that it wants to be wrapped. Okay. Um,
Okay. I'm not gonna necessarily know
I think
which.
it's that one.
Okay.
Yes. So look at this one. If you can see here, the this is the amethyst is done a little bit different, right? But you can still point my finger, and you guys can't see it, but you all can. Melanated people. But the design of it is just different right in there. Okay. This one is actually three separate pieces of copper that is holding that stone in. And then here we have a different type of wrap on it to secure it. This one, we still have the spiral going that way. And then, even the copper that's here, it's to confuse negative energy and only pull in positive energy.
That's
And I know that sounds, everybody may not understand that, but just like the air that we breathe, we can't see it, but we know it exists.
that's right.
You can't see your spirit and the energy that's within your body, but it is there.
It is
And
there.
so it is with things in Allah's creation. There is energy. If you know, inside your house, you have copper, and the copper brings light. It allows light into your house. And so if copper can do that for your home, what can that same copper do for you?
You wrong.
And that is what copper does for us, family. Our ancestors are very familiar with copper. And we have to just not get into always the bling bling. Everything's got to sparkle and shine, and everything that glitter is not gold. And that is true. Copper doesn't necessarily keep its beautiful shine all the time unless you clean it back up. It gets oxidized, meaning oxidation, just like with sterling silver. Over a period of time, it starts turning black. Well, do you throw the silver away? No. You go and you clean it. You get the proper utensils and the proper ointments that you need in order to clean it. I don't know what the world is going on with that one.
Oh, it want me to unlock the phone, but I can't right now.
Oh,
I just don't want it to die.
okay.
Okay.
So, as we continue to go, you could come off of that and just go back to us because I'm done with the pictures. I hope you guys got a chance to see those pictures. Let me know what you think about the dream catcher that you saw. And then put your own thoughts on what you would want yours to look like. I'm going to show you another example of a dream catcher that I did for someone. And this one, it's for someone that I have a probably, let's see, 2000, almost 20-year relationship with. So I've known this sister for over 20 years. So, when I prayed over her and I prayed over the piece that I was to create for her, a lot of different stones came to me that I felt she needed, in her life. So I'm going to show you here.
All right. So if you all can see,
Yeah, they can see it both
okay.
places.
All right. So I'm gonna kind of identify the stones because she can't do that too. This is desert rose here. You got quartz crystal. This is pink carnelian, rose quartz, tiger eye, hematite. Is this sodalite or is that
No, that's lapis.
lapis lazuli? And then you have amethyst.
And you got your quartz crystal
And
over
I
here.
said that.
Okay.
So you got all of that on that one piece right there, encased in copper. So imagine the energies that are on that. Imagine the energies that are on that. That's a smaller one. The brother wanted something bigger, but that's definitely something. Again, you can hang it in your car, and you can hang it. You can wear it if you wanted to. You can actually wear that. I mean, it's small enough where you really could wear it if you just really
Yeah.
wanted to rock it like that.
Mm-hmm.
I want to read just a little bit about amethyst and quartz crystal, okay?
Okay.
And then I'm gonna let her continue on. All right.
All
If
right.
you all have any questions, you have any thoughts, you have any concerns, please feel free to just chime on in. Please feel free to chime on in, and we'd love to hear from you. So amethyst is about protection, purification, divine connection, release of addictions. The element is wind. The chakras it communicate with, or the 7 energy centers. Some say 13, some say even more, but there are 7 known energy centers for sure. Um, it connects with the third eye here
Mm.
and the crown here, and etheric the eighth and beyond above the head. Let's go on. Let me just see. Okay. Okay, amethyst has been prized for its beauty and its legendary energies for thousands of years.
Mm.
Egypt, it was made into beads and amulets. Early Greece and Roman societies placed high value on amethyst. And if you read about the breastplate of faith in the Bible, you also get amethyst was in there
Right.
as well. Okay, so now we're going to jump on over into courts and just talk about uh, courts just a little bit. Hold on one second.
Any minute. Okay.
You know,
We start putting tabs in the book to help us get to where we need to go to a little bit faster, so that we can bring that information to you as quickly as possible. so much to read, though. It's really, so much to learn about the crystals, where they come from, and how they're developed, what they're actually, some of the minerals that they're made with, and what causes them to form the way that they do. If you could take a look on YouTube, they have some caves that have quartz crystals as big as buildings.
That's right. So, courts is about programmability, amplification of one's intentions, magnification of ambient energies, clearing, cleansing, healing, memory enhancement. Element is storm, and it communicates with all other chakras. It is considered the master healer. It is
Mm,
considered the master healer. Uh, all right. Quartz crystal exhibits the properties of piezoelectricity, by which it can transform
mm,
mechanical energy pressure into electromagnetic energy and vice versa, that make it useful in such devices as crystal radios, microphones, watches, radio transmitters, etc. Okay. So basically with quartz crystal is about healing, but like she said, it's about clarity. It's about manifestation work as well. So if you're trying to manifest something, you're manifesting in your business, you're manifesting in your personal life, you're trying to bring something into fruition. Of course, it starts in the mind, but quartz crystal can serve you and help you in that. And also, that's really a dynamic combination. The amethyst, because the amethyst allow you to see things from a spiritual perspective.
right.
So you're getting the spiritual clarity of your vision for your business. So it is an absolute that's a dynamic duo. Of course, you can add many other stones, but again, if you're interested in my beloved wife doing a piece, particularly for you, then hit us, and you can hit me on Melanated People. I'm Dawood Muhammad there. You can hit me there, inbox me, let me know. If you're here with us on the Queen of Rap, Farcon in Tucson, or on YouTube, on Mindspot Creations, just hit us in the inbox. Or if you want to comment in the chat and just let us know you're interested in that. And she also does classes too, where she teaches you into the sacred science of holistic healing jewelry.
Yeah.
So with that, I'm turning it back over to my wife.
Yes, sir. Well, I'm grateful to my husband that he's right here with me on this journey. We learned about these stones about 12 years ago now, and he's been right there with me. He shot better than I do, but
I don't know
it seemed
about
like
better,
it
but
seemed like they all for him. Uh, like this piece here. When he saw it, he was immediately connected to it, and he's like, "Oh, I gotta have it," and he wanted it for himself. A lot of times he shopped for the customers. He shopped for our family and our friends, but that one, it was like, no, that one is mine. But I need you to do something really special. So I had to go into that meditation over him and really create a piece you know, that he could relate to, something that was his personality. And I think it turned out really well.
fantastically well.
So I'm going to show this again. This is one form of the dream catcher. Let's turn it this way. One form of the dream catcher. Now, this one has multiple beads. And maybe Dawood can go back and show the other picture where we just have a couple of beads. We have a couple of stones. We have the amethyst in the middle, and then we have the quartz crystals hanging from the bottom of it. But it can be as creative as you are. This is about you and what it is that you want in your environment.
Right.
So, like we said, there was, a lot of people that don't necessarily like to wear jewelry, but you can still have the the stones and the copper in your environment. All right, so yes. So if you can see that one, it's actually where you go.
You see it?
No,
Oh, okay.
there we go. There we go. So you see that the amethyst is in the middle, right? And then you have the three quartz hanging from it. Now, every single one will be totally different. I'm gonna tell you how different it's going to be because right now when I'm sitting here looking at this, I what came up in my mind is we need a dream catcher with the chakras, right? So just imagine a line of the chakras there and coming from the ends, right? I think that would be. I thought it was going to be a
Oh,
very.
absolutely.
So I got to try it, uh, and see what comes out of that. But it can be as vast as your imagination, with the exception of feathers. I personally don't really work a lot. I got a couple of feathers when I was in Belize, um, but most of them that's out there are not real feathers, and those that are real feathers got to be treated because you don't know what the bird had, and so I don't, you know, deal with that, and I definitely not going to put anything on your piece that is not real. All right, so I don't work with the fake feathers, but don't mean I don't have it in my environment. My son actually bought me a dream catcher. You want to show him that one?
Yeah, well, I'm gotta go back
Oh,
live over
my melanated people. They give us 1 hour. I'm not going to be too much longer, fam. I'm just going to show you. Um, and I didn't even realize when my son bought this dream catcher, he bought it when we were in on our way to Atlanta, right?
here. Yeah, I believe so.
Right. A couple of that was the end of April. Um, we were on our way to, or either on our way back home, and he just wanted to buy me something. My wonderful son. So this is what he bought for me, and
So I
they,
can actually stop this.
yeah, you can stop that. So he bought this one for me, and I mean, I'm assuming the feathers have been treated because they look real. They don't look, but you never know. But and it got the little beads in there, right? And he thought about me, but I didn't realize that when he bought this to me, that this was now going to become a part of my creations. That I was going to be able to, I mean, like I said, I've done it before, but it wasn't like, oh, let's keep doing that. But for some reason, when I created them this past week, it meant something more to me. It meant a lot more to me, and it became more important um, to me than.
Excuse me.
um, but anyway, it's an option, fam. If you don't wear jewelry and you want to have something in your environment, I'm really looking forward to the day when I can have a separate room that's just for my prayer room, just for my meditation, where I can walk in and I can have a dream catcher, that's just hanging, from the center of the room, maybe even a pyramid of copper with crystals, things like that for my environment. And then because when you go into your meditative state, just imagine all this going on around you. Why do people sage their house? They sage the house to get rid of negative energy, but to bring in positive energy,
That's right.
because energy is very, very real. You're in there sometimes. When you walk in a room, if you're in a bad mood, guess what? The temperature in that room getting ready to change.
Yes.
That environment is getting ready to change, because even if you don't open up your mouth, if you feeling foul and not in a good mood, trust me, it's going to reflect. But if you come in and you're energized and you come in and you're feeling good about it, will show in that environment. So when you walk in and you see crystals, right, and you see amethyst, you can't help but smile. When you see something beautiful that Allah has created for you through your sister, you're going to smile. It's going to put a smile on your face, which is going to make you feel better. When you are at work, A lot of people are in cubicles if they're back in the office. You have your own space. Then you need to have crystals in your space because we have to create an environment of peace for ourselves, an environment of healing for ourselves. It's an important part of becoming the best you.
That's right.
It really is, family. Allah did not put it in the earth without a purpose. Everything that He has created has purpose.
And he didn't put it in you without
That's
purpose.
right. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, with that, if there's no questions, I see my girl, Sister Sherry, then chimed in. Peace Queen, we appreciate you stopping in and, being a part of this webcast or podcast. Um, you know,
Yeah, it's both.
It's both. It's that and then some. Because ultimately, the goal, family, is to bring us one with God, to bring us a step closer, to the creator of the universe and to create that environment of peace because we're living in such a world of chaos and confusion and uncertainty, and we have to be able to bring some peace to ourselves and secure. I'm going to say this and then we're going to be gone. We're going to be done. But
I almost
let me tell you
got a
this.
song.
You got a song to play. Okay. These crystals will be here after we go.
That's right.
Okay. That's how sturdy that Allah has created these they're just so small. Some of them, they're delicate, but yet they're strong. They'll be here. They don't deteriorate.
That's right.
Right. So we were reading about the quartz crystal, how it's records history.
Right.
So today you may not be able to read it. Today you may not be able to feel it. But guess what? Tomorrow your grandchildren will. And it'll be you that they are reading the history of.
That's right. So, family, once again, we just want to say if you want to learn more about crystals, we highly recommend that you get the
Mhm.
Crystal Bible. I'm trying to get it where
No, you
everybody.
have to come back if you want them to see it.
Uh,
There we go.
there we go. The
Perfect.
Crystal Bible by Judy Hall. I'm going to go and look for this so that we can actually put it up on our site on the Etsy store, so that you can actually begin picking these up from us. And also, another book we found that's really good as well is called The Book of Stones. The Book of Stones. If you're interested in learning more about crystals, stones, you want to know what they can do for you, how they can help you, those are two books that we highly recommend. Now we got a favor to ask. I want to do two more things and we're gonna play some music and get out of here. Okay. Number one, everybody that is on here with us on Facebook and those who hear this in the future, we want you to download the Melanated People app. We want you to download the Melanated People app and we want you to become part of the Melanated People movement, okay?
Right.
Because this is a black platform that is produced by black people for black people and they're not going to cut you off for telling the truth. Okay, so definitely we want you to download Melanated People app, become a part of Melanated People. Also, Black Enough, BLAGGENUFF, Black Enough, and that's on Mighty Networks.
Mhm.
That's on Mighty Networks. That is brother Dr. Boyce Watkins'
Oh, can't
platform.
spell
That's right.
right.
Melanated People and Mighty Networks. Let us begin to engage with those black social media companies along with Facebook. Okay, and for those of you who are in business, this is a new way that you can communicate with new people. And those of you who are just dealing with social media with your podcasts and whatnot, this is another audience that you can reach. So let's download Melanated People. Let us not only download that, but also download Mighty Network
Mhm.
and type in Black Enough. BLAGGENUFF, Black Enough. That's the Black Enough Network, and that is with our brother Dr. Boyce Watkins.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So with that said, family, we asking that, and we got two more things. For those of you who may not know, we are building the Love My Kidney Center. We're starting with getting the 501c3 active, and we're seeking your assistance and your help. We're not begging. We are asking you for your help. And what the Love My Kidney Center is about is helping people that's dealing with kidney failure find those natural holistic healing modalities, to be able to find that naturopathic doctor, to be able to get those herbs and supplements and tinctures that they need to help bring their body back into balance. If you would like to help us, you can do that by again, the cash app is $Love My Kidneys, $Love My Kidneys. You can actually do that, or you can buy one of these beautiful T-shirts that our brother designed for us. They are $25, and 90% of that goes back to Love My Kidneys. We also have the face mask. Sorry.
Right.
We also have the face mask with the logo on it as well. So if you would like to support that, those are $10. We'll be putting it up on our site probably tomorrow. So definitely support that. Support those Black social media sites. And my wife has something else.
One of the reasons, fam, the Queen of Rap, when you make a purchase from the Queen of Rap, we give 10% to Love My Kidneys. And the reason that we're funding it, we're taking our money and we're putting our money toward the 501c3, because ultimately we want to help you. We want to help your family. We want to help those that are dealing with kidney disease, high blood pressure, diabetes, those things that lead to kidney dysfunction or kidney problems, right? We want to help prevent that. We want them to be able to find natural healing modalities to heal the body before it gets into that state. And if the body gets in that state and you need dialysis, there's a process to, help your body or create an environment for your body to begin to bring itself back into balance. Yes. So every dime and dollar that you spend with us, family, trust me, we are putting it back into Love My Kidneys, right? Allowing us to pay the light bill so we can keep functioning, keep moving forward with Love My Kidneys. And also, when you buy one of these t-shirts and wear them, when you buy a face mask and wear them, we have coffee cups as well. It's a reminder to those around you to love their kidneys as well. It's when you see that symbol for cancer, it puts into the mind, oh, we still need to fight cancer, right? But what's in your face telling you to love your kidneys? Very little out there that does that, family. So we want to be that force and power. We want God to use us in such a way with Love My Kidneys that we all are contributing to the health and well-being of our community. So please support Love My Kidneys. The Queen of Rap definitely does. So much of the work that I do is for Love My Kidneys. And we're going to continue to do that and more, because we are going to get this 501c3. We would love to have it done sooner than later, but whatever time it takes to raise the $6,000 that is our goal, that is exactly how long we're going to be on this road.
And continuing, because Love My Kidneys is about inspiration, motivation, education, and elevation. Our sister Ambria said that her cousin is suffering from diabetes and is on dialysis.
Tell them to tap in.
Tell them tap in, Love My Kidneys on Facebook. Join the group, like the page. Love My Kidneys. That's what we do: inspiration, motivation, education.
Yes.
And we are in the process of creating a network of holistic healing doctors and different modalities that they can get access to,
Right.
so that they can not only just take the advice of those who don't believe that the body can heal itself, which it absolutely can. Then you need a new set of doctors
Mm-hmm.
who believes that.
Right.
Now I'm gonna just say this and I'm gonna end. Our brother Dr. Akili said that you should pick your doctors like you pick your favorite car.
Right.
Meaning, when you go to the doctor, you should be asking them, can you show me or tell me anybody else that you have helped along this journey to be able to get better?
Mm.
And you show me or let me talk with some of your patients about what it is that you do? That's how serious it is that you need to be about finding your doctor.
Right.
That's how serious you need to be about finding your doctor. No, don't just choose one that's in the network. Their energy got to be right. Their spirit got to be right. Their mind has to be right. So it might take you some time to find that doctor.
Mm-hmm.
It might take you some time to find that person, but that's okay. Take your time and find those who are going to work with you. But remember this, that's what they're doing. They're working with you. You are in charge
That's right.
of your health, not the doctor, not the
Right.
hospital, not the nurse, not the tech, not nobody else. You
That's right.
are in charge
That's right.
of your body. So they are there to help and assist. And if you are suffering from any type of ailment, the number one champion, the number one person that has to be educated on that particular ailment is you.
That's right.
You need to know everything about that dysfunction so that you can begin the process of the battle that you're going to wage to overcome.
And you know what I learned, fam? The best way to attack any dis-ease in the body is to build your immune system,
That's right.
because your immune system will go to fight for you. Your immune system will go into healing. The cells in your body will say, okay, it's time for us to fix this one over here. Now that we've got this in order, now we can move to the next thing. And don't rush it, be consistent.
Right.
Allow the process to take place. So, with that, fam, I know this is the queen of rap, but y'all already know the queen of rap is me, and I handle an environment. And in my environment we may talk about a little bit of everything. Like y'all know, last week we talked about food with our brother David,
Yes.
and inshallah we will still have him back on the show. He was having some issues with the internet, but once he's up and going, we're gonna be rolling as well. Today has been an awesome day. Happy Thinking Thursday. We have been thinking, oh my God, today has been off the chain. If you have not seen the earlier shows, the first one being Mind Spark Creations, that's our first show. We do at 8:30 a.m. Um, Arizona time, we had our brother Hannibal Muhammad, who has an excellent book, um, My Father's Steps, In My Father's Steps.
Yes. And I'm going to show you that book so you all can see it.
Right.
Y'all have to forgive me because I am, and I'm going to get off of this screen in a minute, but I want to,
Okay. Yeah, he over here trying to do it all. So, In My Father's Steps, this book is such an excellent read for family to help bring us together. In the nation, we have a courtship manual, right? And so it's real good for a courtship, getting to know one another. But who's communicating with the children?
right.
What do we have that can, open up the doors of communication with children that we've, stopped communicating with? this book is definitely an excellent avenue. He has a workbook coming out really soon. And these things that we, share with you, family, we say support, but it's really for you. All of these things are for you to help you on your journey. We don't benefit necessarily from the sale of Brother's book. Our payment is that you learn something, you grow, your children are protected from a wicked world that's out here to absorb them into their madness. This book will help you reconnect with your babies. So that's when we say support yourself, and let's use our money differently. A lot of times we're, spending our money on things that we don't necessarily need to spend our money on. How many dresses do you need? How many pair of shoes? How many purses do you need? You know, how many toys do you need, brothers? I'm not gonna ask my husband that question because what's the toy?
Exactly.
But my point is this: we have to spend money on books because they say if you want to hide something from the black man and woman, put it in a book. Well, it's so much information now being provided in books by black men and women who have done the research, who have been through a lot of pain and suffering, that are now bringing it out, what had they have gone through and what they've overcome and how they've been able to overcome it, so that it can strengthen you on your journey as well. Of course, we want you to support the Paxi Mule. Well, when we say support the Paximune, what are we saying? We're saying support yourself so you don't have to go out and get no vaccine that's experimental, right? So you don't become a magnet. I don't know if you all know about that. DM me, I tell you, and send you a couple of videos. But you don't want to become a magnet. You don't want to walk past your Bluetooth and your name come up. Okay? So these are the things when we say support them for you. The Love My Kidney paraphernalia is for you, but it's for your family, to remind them to love their kidneys. Take care of your kidneys. Take care of your health, black man. We love you. Take care of your health, black woman. We need you. We need to do this for ourselves. And so these things that we bring to you, family, is for the betterment of our community, the betterment of you and your environment.
All right. And as my wife was saying, the queen of rap is much more than just jewelry and only stones. Um, I'm gonna read you our brand principle so you understand. You deserve to be powerful. Did it die?
Came out. It's too late. Don't worry about it.
Well, we lost. My phone died, so we lost the melanated people over there. But it will. It's they know where we are. But family, you deserve to be powerful, beautiful, innovative, creative, elegant, because you are a queen. Okay, that's what the Queen of Rap stands for. Being powerful, beautiful, innovative, creative, elegant. You know, it is an expression of the God within you. So, with that, fam, that's what the Queen of Rap represents. So much more, so much more than just jewelry alone. So much more. So as we said, for those of you all who are interested, you can go to they not on HannibalMuhammad.com. Pick that book up right there in my father's steps. Very powerful read. I got one more for you for my history people over there. For my history people.
Oh, wait. I forgot to say on Love My Kidneys today, we had a beautiful brother. This is the second time with us, Brother Desmond Muhammad.
Mm-hmm.
And Brother Desmond comes, of course, he comes from a medical background
Mm-hmm.
in so many. He worked with children on dialysis.
Mm-hmm.
He worked with heart patients. He's a nurse, but he also was an administrator over a dialysis center. And we talked about black men's health and wellness, and he brought such a wealth of knowledge. But what I really enjoyed about him is that he understands that it all comes from a spiritual perspective,
Yeah.
and that we have to be spiritual beings. We have to be connected with the God of the universe in order to really grow as individuals. That's the only way we're going to move forward, family, is with God, in us, around us,
And through.
and through us, all over. He's closer to us than our jugular vein,
Yeah.
and so those were our wonderful guests we had today. And of course, you are our guest as well. Always. We thank you. We appreciate you tuning in, whether you're with us now or you'll review this broadcast later. It has truly been an honor and a pleasure. And I look forward to seeing you all next Thinking Thursday.
All right, wait a minute before we get out of here.
Music.
We're going to do the music, but we got to go ahead and make the announcement.
Okay.
Next week, we got a extra sweet
Oh.
jewel.
Oh, yes.
Our beloved Sister Wendy Sajda Muhammad of the Sajda House is going to be with us on Mind Spark Creations. That's right, at 10:30 Central Standard Time. That's 11:30 Eastern Time, and that is 8:30 Mountain Standard Time. And then after that, we're going to be joined prayerfully by our brother Bruce White on Love My Kidney. That's going to be next Thinking Thursday.
Right.
So you don't want to miss that. So go ahead and lock it in and just know that I need to be in the building next week. Now, our sister Wendy, I just got to say this. Our sister Wendy Sajda Muhammad is a dynamic sister. A dynamic sister that owns multiple businesses. This girl runs a hospital and is part owner of a hospital. She is in one of the most intensive, painstaking rebuildings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's home in Chicago right now, that by God's grace will open up in October of this year. She has taken painstaking detail to bring this house back to its pristine quality, that she can invite you in, not just to invite you in to say, ooh, look at this house, but the Honorable Elijah Muhammad met with world leaders. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad talked with the thought leaders of that day that helped to shape and mold the mind of that time, and continue to help shape and mold the minds even into today. So family, you are in for a treat. So definitely put your face in the building with us next week with Sister Wendy Sajda Muhammad. We are honored, we are blessed. And also Brother Bruce, just to give you some backdrop, this brother was on the journey toward dialysis. He changed his diet, he changed his lifestyle, and now this brother is teaching others how to do the same. Numbers are down, weight is down. This brother is an example of being disciplined and working the program and what it can do and how the body can bring itself back into balance. So family, don't miss that next week, okay? Don't miss that next week. We're giving you a shout out now so that you can come on back with us next week. Again, we're going to go ahead, get ready to end with this music, but know that we love you and there's nothing you can do about it. Be the best because you're absolutely the best. Continue to let the spark in your mind create a new reality, and it take a whole lot of love to heal thyself. So that in the field right there. So this piece right here I designed is called Soulful Fun. So we're going to have a little soulful fun right now. We pray you enjoy this track. I'm going to play it in its entirety, and then we're going to go ahead and close out. So thank you again for being with us. Please share, like the page, subscribe on YouTube, let people know about what we're doing. Thank you, family, for tuning in with us. This is a little soulful fun, a little love for your soul, designed by your brother Dawood Ali.
There we go. Anyway, I wanted to show y'all, you know how you look for your glasses. I lost one of these expensive pair of earphones. And so I decided, hey, I'm a jewelry designer. I can't have it. So I put it on. It lays on me as a necklace. And if it slides off or I take it off, it goes right there, but it's still on. And I will not lose these again.
All right, family. Y'all be blessed. Please share with your family and your friends. Let them know about what we're doing on the Queen of Rap, Mind Spa Creations, Love My Kidneys. And before you go, we got a new show with me and my brother Juan Carlos X, called Message to the Black Man Podcast. That's at on Tuesdays at 10 a.m. Central Standard. Wait, no, not 10 a.m. 10 a.m. my time. That's 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's called Message to the Black Man Podcast. Tap in with us as well. All right, have a blessed rest of your evening. Be the best because you are the best. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. Enjoy the evening.